Hey guys, welcome back to another crypto video, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. We're also going to be giving away $50 worth of crypto again, but this time if we hit 300 likes within 24 hours, because our previous winner has been announced. It is Jan de Bouwman, when he said XRP will be seeing a price unimaginable right now in a very near future. Brad is a man we should all look up to, and I definitely agree with that comment. Brad is a man that's making it all a lot better for us. He's really putting a lot of effort into Ripple, and it also shows as XRP will most likely be great because of Ripple as well. I also want to say that this video is by no means financial advice. Everything said here is purely my own opinion. And all we need to do to enter the giveaway is make sure you comment something down below, make sure you check out the Discord and put a comment in there, and have the notification bell on. That is all you need to do. So first off here, of course, the most interesting article of today, or actually a tweet from Crypto Wizard. ROIs from current prices back to all-time highs, and for XRP that was 708%. In what twisted and augmented reality would I want to buy BTC when from BTC going back to all-time high would only be 150%. Unless you're investing multi-millions, stick to the alts that have proven longevity. I'll take 708% all day long. Again, it was a funny comment here by saying, makes me wonder if people realize what rate on investment and percentage are. But the fun part here is that XRP is so far down from their all-time high, it would realize some crazy gains if we get back to that point. And almost anybody that's in the crypto space right now knows, or at least believes, that getting back to all-time high is just a start. And as we also established in one of the videos before, a $10 price tag for XRP is not that weird in the future. But I don't want to speculate too much on the price right now. I just find it interesting to see how much gains, or how many gains we can actually make until the all-time high, which, again, we don't know, but most likely we will see in the future. But now let's focus on the news for today, though, as, let me show you guys, I got a ton of things to show you here. You can see I got a ton of things to show you. It's actually kind of crazy, yeah, how much stuff we really got. So let's actually start off here with this article. Banks love Ripple XRP. Will demand drive prices to 80 cents. And I've covered the question about XRapid spiking up demand, spiking up price tons of times before, and still to this day I have no official verdict. It is such a difficult question to answer, and I still really don't know how to do it for you guys. So the question here is, how does demand for a currency, or how does liquidity really increase a cryptocurrency price? And it's one of the most difficult things to measure, since you can never really measure if the demand for the coin in terms of use case is definitely putting up price, or is it just manipulation, or people just buying the price because of something else, or buying into the coin because of something else. It's always very hard to measure. Ripple XRP is up 27.3%. Well, that of course has fallen already today again, but that always happens in the crypto space, guys. It's always peaks and lows. Brad Garlinghouse says Ripple ready to work with banks and regulators. I mean, it's always kind of ready to work with banks and regulators, right? I'm just thinking here, like, is that anything new? Ripple has been working with them for years. They're going to be working with them for years, and I think they're at one of their primest spots. They're one of their best spots right now. They've never been better than the day before. Any day that they're popping up right now, or any day that they just continue on, I think they're better than the day that advanced it. So I think they're always ready. They're always hoping, and they're always just expanding in a positive way. But again, to answer your question, will demand drive the price to 80 cents? 80 cents is too specific, we can never tell, but demand will definitely increase the prices. It's just a question of exactly what type of demand will increase the prices and how much of an influence it will have. But it will definitely have an influence, because realistically speaking here, if XRapid gets used by all these big commercial banks or financial institutions, there's definitely so much talking going on about XRP that people will buy into it. Also, if XRP is used by everybody, it will be one of the most liquid coins out there. It will also be the fastest and most scalable maybe, and that would also again make people, just because of the thought about that, invest into this coin, or just buy it at least to have some. Also, because so many people use it on a daily basis, they will buy it to transact with, and again, creating transactions, which would in turn also create network, if you get my drift here, and then in turn would also, or could also, increase the price. But I think all in all, spring is going to be one of the most influential things for the XRP price, though. XRP will definitely play their part as well. I just cannot measure it yet. David Schwartz at one time said that if X amount of the transfers in the world right now would be used by XRP, the XRP price would be X, but or P, I guess then. But I can't remember exactly what the amounts were, and I still don't know how to do a good calculation with that. Ripple's XRP reaches its highest market volatility since September 2018. That's a good thing, I think. I still think that's very, very positive to see, as some people were complaining that it was turning into a stable coin. Right now, we're having some crazy volatile times. With right now on the daily, we're having a range of 10%, and yesterday I think that was even bigger, and the day before that might have even been bigger than the day before. It just keeps going on here. Ever since the 16th of May, it's been some crazy times in the XRP community for XRP price, and even for Ripple specifically, it's been quite an interesting time. Now moving forward, Ripple Price Analysis, XRP to USD bulls reclaim ground above 40 cents. Right now we're not actually above 40 cents anymore. I don't think that's really an issue though, as people have now already noticed, and we can see on the weekly and monthly here, that this price is not stuck at 30 cents anymore. Even though we're just a little bit below 40, I think it might even be better to showcase like 40 cents is not that great of a deal, not that great of a marker. We can hover around as we please, and we're not that stuck to a round psychological number. Ripple price holds strong above 40 cents after minor drop. Again, quite interesting that they posted this since it was not that true. Attending the recent cryptocurrency event Consensus 2019, Ripple CTO David Schwartz says, if we are going to rebuild payments, if we are going to rebuild money, we need to work together and develop an ecosystem. He was referring to the new partnerships that Ripple is building around the world, including a new corridor to Brazil. It would appear from comments he made during a Q&A that Ripple's main international remittance application XRP will soon be opening up a corridor in the South American nation. And as we all know, Brazil is one country with a lot of remittances, which is really, really positive for XRP. Ripple Price Analysis, XRP is facing a critical 5,000 sat support. Can it hodl? And I personally look more into XRP to USD than to XRP to BTC, though what they're talking about, 5,000 sat support. Do they have a BTC chart in here? All right. Guys, I actually can't even comment on this too much, right? I just don't want to give you guys any inexperienced things here. I personally have not looked enough at the XRP to BTC chart to speculate and to tell you guys about that, so I don't want to. Over longer term here, I think we are looking better on XRP to USD than on XRP to BTC. Even from the general trend here alone, it is pretty obvious to note that on USD is just looking way more positive because BTC has been gaining just a little bit more than the general market movement. Overall, over the month, let's actually go back to this price to see. Yeah, it's definitely been doing that, but still, the dominance for BTC has gone down, has deteriorated. I think that is because some of the altcoins have just pumped like insane amounts, but some of these bigger coins like Ethereum and XRP, no, they're still down on BTC, which is also why that chart is reflecting it in a negative way. I mean, we got a ton of articles open, guys, so you can just keep on going on for hours. But should I do live streams again? Would you appreciate that? It's been like a year since I did my last live stream, so if you would like that, let me know in the comment section down below. I am quite interested in what you guys like. Ripple XRP price near make or break levels. Can bulls take over? This really excited me when I read through this the first time. Ripple price formed support near 36.10 level and recently recovered against the US dollar. The price traded towards 43 cents and is currently correcting lower towards 39 cents. And yes, we're still at this point just above 39 cents, but we might go lower than that. It is definitely possible because our low of today is already 38.24, so it's definitely possible. There is a short-term rising channel forming with support near 0.3950 on the hourly chart of XRP to USD pair, data source from Kraken, and the pair is likely to bounce back above 41 cents or could decline sharply towards 36.10 support. But here is where it becomes interesting. So either we bounce back above 41, which would be really, really positive, even though I think that 40 itself, psychologically speaking, is already quite an important point. But Ripple seems to be, again, they're talking about XRP, XRP seems to be following a decent bullish path against USD, but struggling versus Bitcoin as we've been seeing for the entire week or so, or even more. Ever since the 16th, we've definitely been seeing a good contrast between BTC and USD gains. XRP is likely to find a strong support near 39.50, and it could climb back above 41. This, alas, did not happen. We did not find that strong support at 39.50. I think there's still some support at 3900, but we did, stay below it for quite a while. Maybe on some of the major exchanges we did not, though. I don't know where to check it right now on which one we should check. I just know for a fact that this coin, it has already proven to me that it's not like a stable coin like some people are saying, and it just depends on what you prefer, but I prefer these volatile times as there's more opportunity to trade, and also is showing me that the coin is not dead. They're still moving forward, and people are still speculating heavily on the coin, which is positive for any run-up, as you still want a lot of people to be interested in said coin. Ripple XRP price analysis, larger upward move above 43 cents possible. Yeah, guys, I mean, 43 cents, we're talking a little bit too much in the future right now. This is completely dependent on BTC. The smaller movements here, as we were talking about 40 cents, possibly 41, could be achieved on their own, even though there's already very unlikely. A move towards 43 cents or above is completely dependent on what Bitcoin does. We can disagree in the sense that it could happen whenever BTC is going up 3%, that XRP is going to moon rush with another 12% or something run like that. But how we've seen it for the last week or 2 weeks, while we're in the bullish times here and everything above BTC above 6K, I've definitely noticed that BTC does a few percentages first or 1 day of gains first before these altcoins start to move in as well. So I'm just going to say wait out for BTC to have another run up and then speculate about the price above 43 cents. Because right now it's still a little bit too far away. I think it's like it's a very good increase for XRP to get there. I think it's like 5% that we need to gain to actually. And same goes here for 48 cents as well. Ripple price analysis, XRP likely to grind higher towards 48 cents. Even though I do agree with the general idea by saying that we're going towards 48 cents, it is a probability. The thing that I'm wondering about is, how quick will it happen? That's one thing, and will it definitely look like with the trend? Will it follow this trend, or will we still correct way below it? I don't even have the chart in front of me right now, so I can't see if we actually fell below the support or the trend line here, or support line. What I've been wondering though is, how many times are these articles right with their trends? This trend has been speculated since, let's see here, or drawn since the 12th. It's now only the 20th. This is not by definition strong or heavy, and we should always keep in our back heads, or in the back of our heads, or in our minds, that this is just really, really closely related to BTC and following that movement. So this one you can attach value to on its own, but I still think that however good this may look, if BTC decides to switch over, this coin is going to switch over as well, which is kind of saddening, but on the contrary also pretty good, because then the issue that you get if BTC goes bad but the other coins go good is that either a lot of people would start to move into Bitcoin because they want to buy for a bigger position or better position, since this is one of the best stores of value and a very stable investment in comparison to the rest of these crypto. What you could also see is that if Bitcoin is going down and the rest of these cryptos are going up, is that people are starting to get worried that this bull run is not really happening, and they start to really take their money out of altcoins as well because they're expecting the coin to move over, or that the runs suddenly stop and switch for the wars with just really, really scary, crazy, bad numbers. It's all possible, and I don't want to, again, over speculate, because it's a fragile place whenever we're speculating BTC price. And make sure you understand that this is by no means financial advice, purely entertainment purposes only. XRP closes bullish week, breaking 200-day MA, which was one of the points which we were waiting for a while, on the doorsteps of the Golden Cross, and this is some exciting times, right, guys? What followed BTC after Golden Cross is bullish times over and over and over, and with XRP or any other cryptocurrency, most of the time a Golden Cross is insane. On the back of the most successful week for XRP, the second largest coin in the market cap, what could be equated to thinking first inkling of the Bitcoin bull run, following Coinbase's green light to its New York customers to engage in XRP trading, the altcoin shattered its 200-day moving average. Bitcoin, prior to the April 2nd ascendance, which was trading at just over $4,000, and on the back of a slew of reasons, broke the 4623 200-day moving average at the time, creating an impetus for a prolonged pump. So again, after this happens, after it just most of the time breaks out, or at least has some positive vibes, XRP following the mammoth 41% rise on 14 to 15 of May has mirrored the King's Coin rise, and the 200-day MA of XRP, which at press time stood at 35.2 cents, was shattered at around 0.3, so like 3 UTC on May 14th, which is again when these bigger run-ups began to occur, to happen, where the cryptocurrency saw a massive 26% daily gain. Continuing to ride the Coinbase bulls as well, the cryptocurrency added another 13-ish% daily to their price the following day, ending this with a crazy run-up. Interestingly though, the price rise could not have come at a more opportunistic time, because during the early days of May, when Bitcoin was breaking resistance after resistance and anchoring an XRP-less altcoin rise, Ripple's cryptocurrency was in a slump, and in fact, the other digital asset that aims to attract an XRP-esque market, XLM, was in a slump prior to last week. On a year-to-date basis, the two cryptocurrency jointly referred as banking coins contrastingly declined over 12% each, as other coins like Litecoin and some of these other coins saw triple-digit gains. To answer back to the crypto contemporaries, XRP and XLM were by far the highest gainers during the aforementioned period, wiping clear their slumping trends, which again is referring back to, at least in this part, to the bad times for XRP with being kind of a stable coin, and same for Stellar XLM by not having that many gains and actually standing back a little bit, while some coins like Litecoin, Binance Coin, Bitcoin, even Bitcoin Cash were gaining. These coins were standing back, but now they took over quite a bit again, putting their fair share in these market gains. And another key indicator for the Bitcoin price rally lasting almost 2 months now was the realization of the Golden Cross on April 23rd. This was speculated for a long time, but I personally also saw this come in at least some positive times after a Golden Cross. The King coin saw its 50-day MA cross over its 200-day MA as the price rose above 5,350, confirming the coming of the BTC bears, which have since pushed Bitcoin's price over $8,000. I'm thinking they mean bulls, but interesting. XRP though is on the verge of realizing its own very own Golden Cross following its 14 May rise and the current green candlestick, albeit with a major anchoring role played by Bitcoin's ascendance. The 50-day MA for the altcoin has been broken. If the current trajectory continues like Bitcoin, XRP could see the 50-day surge above the 200-day MA and begin a major bullish swing if Bitcoin's prices are to go by. And the thing with this is that if XRP gets that Golden Cross, which could have already occurred, I am not following this right now. I don't think so though, since the price declined again, but if it did, let me know in the comment section down below. After a Golden Cross, we could see some crazy bullish time, even if Bitcoin is not doing that crazy. I think we would have seen the price reflected though if the Golden Cross had already occurred, so it probably did not. But keep that in the back of your head, guys. That is something to really look forward to, and that is something to really sit tight with, because if it happens, be sure you sit behind your computer, because that's going to be some interesting trading we can do on that day. On that note, make sure you check out the Discord, because we're trying to create a cool trading community, and just a cool place where you can share all your info, but make sure you check out the Discord right now. Ripple XRP bulls firm despite coin metric report. This was a bad thing. Ripple XRP up 25%, which was yesterday. Ripple Labs exposed by Coinmetrics, as David Schwartz says it's a timeline issue. And this situation I've covered in one of my videos before, where Coinmetrics actually reported that Ripple was misrepresenting a lot of their escrow amounts and actually kind of quote-unquote scamming us. But however, it was the revelation that the escrow queue is implemented differently than announced, leading to a faster future release of escrowed funds compared to the announced schedule that has drawn criticism to Ripple and the majority of holders of XRP. Again, I still, up to this point, since a lot of you guys did not comment, don't know exactly where they are scamming or what exactly is right or wrong, but here is another quote. A scam is a scam. Tokens are made out of thin air and not true crypto in any shape or form. Just a nice way to print free money. Got to give it up for Ripple though. They have created a new central bank by selling their shit coins to fools who keep buying it thinking up they're gonna be rich. We still think of that though, we're still in that. I don't think it's a foolish thing to buy into a coin you believe in though. In an attempt to pour cold water on the finding, David Schwartz, the CTO at Ripple, said, regarding the chatter about reporting methodology around XRP escrow and Ripple's quarterly XRP market reports, this is simply a timeline issue. And again, guys, that's really basically all that it could be. So yeah, I don't know though. I don't know for sure if that is definitely the case. I can't and I don't want to speculate too much on the situation. But yeah, poll. Traders would rather long Ethereum than Ripple. And by the way, I just silenced it right there to make sure everything is silent a little bit for better recording quality. But traders would rather long Ethereum than Ripple. What I think about that situation is Ethereum actually did better for quite a good while. So for like the last month or so, Ethereum has just been performing a little bit better. And to a certain extent, I also think that the risk to reward ratio for Ethereum is a little bit lower. So the reward is lower, but the risk is way lower than with XRP. That is not because XRP does not have a good future like Ethereum, but I think it is because Ethereum is just so grandfathered in that people are really secure of their investment. That's at least what I think the situation is here. Bitcoin whales move $84 million in crypto as market rallies, which is again quite a good thing. A lot of money flowing into this crypto space, again making it very positive for us. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP price prediction. Are the bulls lowering their head for massive charge? That's again another question I could ask myself. Is there going to be a massive dump? But here is what happened. A jackass put up an aggregated sell of 5,000 BTC on Stamp. Stamp poor depth plus algo glitch. BMX index is 50% on Stamp. Massive BMX liquidity tanked the market. Despite all up, BTC quickly bounced back to $7,000. This might be the best chance to beat TFMD. What is positive about the whole situation here is that a lot of people are still unknown of what really is pushing this bigger run. Which again, this could have an influence of, as we also saw right here. $5,500 5,500 BTC transferred from unwallet to unwallet. I actually don't know if this was the Bitstamp move as well, as they're just talking about a selling here. Maybe this is just actually a movement, but here they're talking about Bitfinex. No, maybe. All right, this is one of them. Guys, doesn't really matter too much anyway. What is important about the situation here is that there could be a lot of different things that are going to be pushing this BTC price in any direction right now in the closer proximity. You should keep your eyes out for that. A perfect cryptocurrency with no flaws is a Ripple XRP. That is a good question, but we'll cover that in another crypto video that I have for you guys laying around later today or tomorrow, because that is, of course, a very interesting question to ask yourself. Bitcoin and XRP or in crypto reached 12 million people on 60 minutes, plus Ripple and XRP, Ethereum, yada. But the popular news show 60 Minutes just introduced Bitcoin and cryptocurrency to its audience of more than 12 million viewers. This is something I've been wondering for a while. How have the XRP and Bitcoin really interest been since the bigger bull run? Has it really gone down that much? I asked you in my previous video as well, but I still have not gotten a definite answer. And the Ripple-backed crypto startup Kava Labs has released tech specs on a stablecoin that would be pegged to the US dollar and collateralized with XRP. These specs were first discovered by a crypto sleuth on Twitter, and here is a link to that. Kava Labs has confirmed the project is real, but told mCrypto it's still in the exploration and feasibility phase. And last but not least, Bittrex transfers 7 million XRP to Upbit amid Ripple's alleged report discrepancies. This is again what we were talking about in one of these articles just now, is where this one right here. Ripple bulls firm despite Coinmetrics report. This is what they're talking about here, and again, I already reported on the whole situation and everything that I know about it, but if you have more info on it, make sure you let me know in the comment section down below, because I would like to know everything to report back to you guys. But again, if you know anything, let me know, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Make sure you check out these links, and I'll see you again in another crypto video.